Namaskar, I am Akhil Srivastav and I welcome you all in the weekly weather discussion of India Meteorological Department. In this weekly weather discussion, we will see how was the weather during past 1 week and what we expect in terms of weather in the coming next 1 week. If we talk about the main weather systems which impacted India during 13th to 19th of April, then you can see that there was a western disturbance which affected India during between 14th to 19th of April. Also, there was cyclonic circulation over southwest Rajasthan during 13th to 18th of April and in the northern parts of Rajasthan on 16th of April. There was a cyclonic circulation over northern parts of Pakistan and neighborhood on 18th and 19th of April. There was cyclonic circulation over northern parts of the Madhya Pradesh on 15th and 16th of April, and there was a cyclonic circulation over northeast parts of the Bangladesh on between 13th to 15th of April. There's a trough which runs from the southern parts of Madhya Pradesh to South Tamil Nadu during 13th to 19th of April, and this discontinuity or trough it changed position oscillated between eastern and western direction between these days. If we want to realize weather during 13th to 20th of April, then we can see on the left-hand side panel, it is showing us the map which is depicting the accumulated rainfall during past 7 days. In this map, we can see that most of the rainfall activity was concentrated in the western Himalayan region and in northeast parts of the country and some areas in the central India. If we talk about rainfall, then the northern parts of the country rainfall, this was mainly associated with the western disturbance, and on the central parts of the country, it was associated with the trough discontinuity and with the thunderstorm activities. Same with the east and northeast parts of the country. If we talk about the heavy rainfall activity which was reported during past 1 week, then we can see that isolated heavy rainfall was reported on 19th of April from Jammu and Kashmir and Arunachal Pradesh, on 20th of April from Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Assam and Meghalaya. Hailstorm activity was also reported throughout the week over different regions. That is on 13th of April over Konkan, Madhya Maharashtra and Telangana. On 14th, Madhya Maharashtra and Marathwada. 15th, Himachal Pradesh, Madhya Maharashtra and Marathwada. 16th, Sikkim and Madhya Maharashtra. 17th over Madhya Maharashtra. 18th over Himachal Pradesh and Assam and Meghalaya. And on 19th over Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, North Haryana, Chandigarh, Chhattisgarh, South West Bengal and Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. Thunderstorm was reported also from many of the subdivisions like Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit-Baltistan, Muzaffarabad, and over Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, also from Gujarat, West Madhya Pradesh, and Vidarbha, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, also from South Himalayan West Bengal region, Sikkim, and Assam and Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, and Tripura, coastal Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and also from Goa, Konkan Goa, Madhya Maharashtra, Marathwada, North Interior Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. If we talk about the with respect to temperature, the realization during past 1 week, then you can see then that on 13th of April, heat wave conditions were prevailed in isolated pockets of Gangetic West Bengal. On 14th, again the heat wave was seen in some pockets of Gangetic West Bengal and in isolated pockets of Bihar, Odisha, and coastal Andhra Pradesh. On 15th of April, heat wave conditions prevailed in isolated pockets of Gangetic West Bengal, coastal Andhra, and Bihar. Heat wave conditions observed in few pockets over Gangetic West Bengal and also pockets of Punjab, Haryana, Bihar, and coastal Andhra Pradesh. Heat wave conditions, to severe heat wave conditions observed in few pockets over West Bengal and Bihar. They were observed in isolated pockets of Punjab, North Haryana, Chandigarh, Odisha, and coastal Andhra Pradesh. On 18th of April, heat wave conditions to severe heat wave conditions were observed in few pockets of West Bengal and Bihar. They were observed in isolated pockets of Punjab, North Haryana, Chandigarh, Odisha, and coastal Andhra Pradesh. On 19th of April, heat wave to severe heat wave conditions were observed in many parts of West Bengal and Bihar. They were observed in isolated pockets of East UP, Odisha, Jharkhand, and coastal Andhra Pradesh. If we see a cumulative picture, then we can see that the heat wave conditions were prevailing in isolated pockets of Gangetic West Bengal since last 9 days, over coastal Andhra Pradesh since last 7 days, and over Bihar since last 6 days, and in Odisha since last 4 days. If you talk about the rainfall situation over the country, then on my left-hand side, this is the map which is showing the rainfall during the week that is from 13th of April to 19th of April, and on the right-hand side showing the seasonal rainfall that is starting from 1st of March to 19th of April. The yellow subdivisions, they are showing the regions with large efficiency of rainfall. That is, rainfall is less than -60. That is, rainfall departure was more than -60%. And the green areas are showing the normal rainfall realization. Blue areas are showing the access to large access rainfall realization. When we talk about the seasonal rainfall, then most of the subdivisions are showing access to large access rainfall realization. Only in Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, South India, Karnataka, and Kerala, they were showing their rainfall in a deficient category, and in Lakshadweep, Andaman, Nicobar, and coastal Karnataka showing the large deficient category. If you see the cumulative picture, then we can see that the large excess rainfall, if we talk about, then for the entire season, the 19 subdivisions has received large excess rainfall, whereas in the last week, 20 subdivisions received large deficient amount of rainfall. In actual numbers, if we talk about in last week, country as a whole received 2.8 mm of rainfall against normal of 9.7 millimeter of rainfall, whereas in the entire season from 1st March to 19th of April, all India we received 54.8 mm of rainfall against 53.4 mm of rainfall, which was more than 3% than the normal, which is in the normal category. So if we talk about the synoptic situations, the systems which impacted India today, then we can see that there's a western disturbance which is seen as a trough in middle troposphere, roughly along 68-degree east longitude to the north of 25-degree north latitude. There's also a cyclone circulation which is situated over northern parts of Pakistan and adjoining Punjab. There's a trough or wind discontinuity which runs from Telangana to South Tamil Nadu across Rayalaseema at lower atmospheric levels. There's cyclone circulation which lies over North Bangladesh neighborhood at lower levels, and a trough which runs from East Bangladesh to north of Bay of Bengal in lower atmospheric levels. If we talk about the forecast for next 2 weeks, then the above panel is showing the rainfall forecast and the anomaly. This panel is showing the rainfall forecast for the first week, that is from 21st April to 27th of April, and it is showing the rainfall for 28th April to 4th of May. The green color is showing the actual rainfall which is expected based on the ERF extended range forecast model of the Indian Meteorological Department, and it is showing that the rainfall areas is likely over the western Himalayan region in the northeastern parts of the country and some area in the extreme south peninsula India. Similar regions are also seen in the week 2, with some more regions in the northwest plains of the country adjacent to your western Himalayan region. If you talk about the forecast anomaly, that means what is the rainfall forecast based on ERF with respect to the normally expected rainfall in the 2 weeks. If you see the blue color and the dark shade they are in rainfall normally, they are showing the regions where rainfall is likely to be above normal, and the warm color, that is red and yellow color, they are showing the below normal rainfall activity. So you can see over the entire country, this east and northeast parts of some regions may receive less than normal rainfall activity, whereas in the extreme northeast part of the country, western Himalayan region, and some area in the south, SIK, south Interior Karnataka, is showing above normal rainfall activity. If you talk about the week 2, that is from 20th April to 4th of May, then you can see that lot of region in the place of northwest India, they are showing above normal rainfall activity, and some regions central India as well as adjoining south central India region is also showing above normal rainfall activity. Whereas in the east and northeast parts of the country, some regions are showing a negative anomaly. That means the rainfall is likely to be below normal over these regions. If you talk about the temperature forecast for the next 2 weeks, the below panel is showing the temperature forecast. The left hand side is showing the actual temperature which are predicted during 21st, 27th of April, and this showing the second week, that's from 20th of April to 4th of May. On the right hand side, they're showing again the forecast temperature anomaly. That means the blue color is showing the regions where ERF is predicting lower than the normal temperatures, and the warm colors are predicting higher than the normal temperature. If you see in both the weeks, then along the eastern India and along the west coast, majorly the model is predicting that the temperatures are likely to be above normal, and in northeastern parts of the country. Where in the central India and adjoining northwest India, the model is predicting maximum temperatures to be likely to be below normal. If it is the forecast for the next 2 weeks, if you talk about the first week rainfall forecast, then if you go region wise, then over northwest India, light, moderate, fairly widespread to widespread rainfall with thunderstorm lightning is very likely over western Himalayan region during next 2 days. And as with rainfall with thunderstorm lightning gusty wind over Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Uttar Pradesh during next 24 hours. Also, there's likelihood of isolated hailstorm activity over Uttarakhand during 28th to 21st of April. If we talk about northeast India, then light, moderate is scattered to fairly widespread rainfall with thunderstorm lightning gusty winds is very likely over the region during most days of the week. Heavy rainfall is also very likely in isolated places over Arunachal Pradesh and Assam and Meghalaya during 28th to 22nd of April. On central India, light, moderate, isolated rainfall with thunderstorm, lightning, gusty winds is likely over Madhya Pradesh, Vidarbha, and Chhattisgarh during the week. Hailstorm is also likely at isolated places over Chhattisgarh on 23rd of April. Over East India, light isolated rainfall with thunderstorm, lightning is very likely over Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, and Odisha during 21st to 26th of April 2023. In South India, light isolated rainfall with isolated thunderstorm is very likely over Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Coastal Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana during the week. If we see this warning with the help of the multi-hazard map which is shown over here, then you can see the heat wave warning is shown over the eastern parts of the country for the next 3 days, And on the other regions, you can see this black color clouds. They are showing the regions or subdivisions where thunderstorm and lightning warning has been issued, and also the gray clouds. They are showing the regions with the heavy rainfall warning at isolated places. So you can see the central India is mostly for the first day is having the thunderstorm warning, and eastern India is having the warning for the thunderstorm during the next 2 days. Also for the 20th and 21st of April, squally wind speed with the speed reaching 40 to 50 km per hour is very likely along and off Gujarat coast. So fishermen are advised not to venture into these regions. For the subsequent 2 days, that is for 23rd and 24th of warnings days, the warnings are presented over here. Mostly the warnings is related to thunderstorm, and which is likely over northeastern and southern parts of the country and northeastern parts of the country on day 4, and over eastern and adjoining south peninsular Indian part of the country on 24th of April. If we talk about the rainfall of the week 2, that is from 27th April to 3rd May forecast, then we can say that under the influence of western disturbance, isolated to scattered rainfall with thunderstorm is likely over northwest India during many days of the week 2. Due to trough or cyclone circulation, isolated to scattered rainfall with thunderstorm is likely over many parts of South Peninsular and Central India during many days of the week 2. Overall, if you talk about rainfall activity, it is likely to be above normal over northwest, central, and south peninsular India, and below normal over east and northeast India. If we talk about maximum temperature forecast and heat wave warning for the week 1, that's from 20th to 26th of April. Then if you talk about East India, which is seeing a lot of heat wave days from past some time, we can say that over East India, no significant change in maximum temperature is likely during first half of the week 1 and followed by 2 to 3 degrees centigrade thereafter. If you talk about warnings, then over Gangetic West Bengal, we are expecting heat wave to severe heat wave conditions in some parts very likely on 20th April, and heat wave conditions as well pockets on 21st and 22nd of April. Over Bihar and South Himalayan West Bengal, heat wave to severe heat wave conditions are likely on 20th April, and heat wave conditions in isolated pockets on 21st of April. On Odisha, heat wave conditions in isolated pockets very likely on 20th and 21st of April, and on Jharkhand, heat wave conditions likely on 20th of April in isolated pockets. So we see the entire picture, then we can expect that heat wave conditions are likely to abate within the next 2 to 3 days from eastern parts of the country. If we talk about northwest India, then no significant change in maximum temperature is likely during the next 4 to 5 days. And in central India also, no significant change is likely over Vidarbha and Chhattisgarh during the next 2 days and followed by 2 to 4 degrees centigrade thereafter, thereby not having any heat wave chances over northwest India and central India in the coming next 5 days. If you talk about West India, then we are expecting that there will be no significant change in maximum temperature during the week. And in terms of warning, heat wave conditions are very likely in isolated pockets on 20th of April over Konkan and Goa. Similarly, in South India also, no significant change in maximum temperature is likely during first half of the week and followed by 2 to 3 degrees centigrade thereafter. And as per warnings, heat wave conditions are likely in isolated pockets on 20th of April over coastal Andhra Pradesh. So if we take the overall picture, then we expect that heat wave conditions are likely to abate from the most parts of the country during next 2 to 3 days. If you talk about the week 2 temperature forecast and heat warning, then maximum temperatures are likely to be below normal to near normal over most parts of the country, except east and northeast India and along west coast, where it is likely to be above normal by 2 to 4 degrees centigrade. Isolated heat wave conditions are likely over parts of Bihar, West Bengal, Odisha, and north coastal Andhra Pradesh during some days of the week 2. Isolated heat wave conditions are also likely over Konkan and Goa during 1 or 2 days of the week. If you talk about cyclogenesis, as you all know, this is a pre-monsoon season, which is very favorable for the cyclogenesis activity over North Indian Ocean. However, considering the environmental features and model guidance, it is inferred that no cyclogenesis, that is formation of depression, is likely over the North Indian region during the next 2 weeks. So there will not be likely no threat for the coastal states due to the cyclogenesis activity. This is the weather information from today for the past week and also with the forecast for the next 2 weeks. For any updated information, please visit Mosam app, Damni app, or Meghdoot app, or you can visit IMD's mosam.im.gov.in, this website, and Facebook and Twitter handle for any updated information. I hope all the information will be very useful for you. We will meet again with a similar kind of information next week. Till then, have a good time. Namaskar. Jai Hind.